everyone, this is Sprinkles. I am Percy.
And I'm Hannah Rubenstall, the crafter here at Fanciful Spaces. I'm really excited to showcase this project that I have done for you. I've actually done 3 variations of the same project, highlighting Rita Barakat's ephemera die cuts, specifically the Mermaid Tales. They're a pack of 5 ephemera die cuts, I believe it is, and I utilized 3 of them to create projects similar to this one. This is the one you're going to be watching me make today. The other 2 are variations of the same. They all started out using discount fabric that I got in the clearance rack. How cool is that? All right, so let's get this party started.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi, everyone.
That's my little love. So, like I said, I used clear gesso to basically glue some discount fabric down onto an embroidery hoop. Basically, I'm making my own canvas. And here I am just using some inexpensive white and yellow paints just to start creating, like basing out the color that I want, hiding the images that are on the fabric, because we did not want roses. Did we want roses, Lovebug?
Why not?
Oh, okay. She thinks this project should have had roses.
Well, I don't think it should, but it could have.
She's right. It totally could have. So, basing it out was kind of there in the right color world, but not quite. So I'm going to take some more yellow and some more white just to sort of work up layers. I believe my focus was that I wanted to go lighter colored on the inside of my circle and darker, more vibrant color on the back side of the circle. Note to self, it is always easier to darken up paint than it is to lighten up paint. And I initially started with way too much yellow in the center of that circle because it takes a lot more white paint to lighten a color. Man, this is a bright circle, isn't it, Lovebug?
Yeah.
Yep. So here I am, just again, trying to get a more pale yellow out. I wasted a lot of paint doing this. And I knew better than to do it, but it's what I did. Next, I think, I'm taking some Prima Marketing paints. One is in the Sparks, and I can't remember what the coral reef color material is. So I have a love-hate relationship with the Sparks paint. I love it. It's super glittery and shiny. I feel like for me, the results that I get when I water it down are less than desirable. And I never ever learned this lesson. So I actually fought a lot of that gold in the center of this project. And you can see here, I'm just sort of painting it to make it look like rays because I'm going for a sunshine sort of effect.
Cool. I like it.
You like it, Lovebug?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you can see heavy streaks. I'm not too worried about the heavy streaks, and that's because, Lindy's sprays, any spray that you do over something is totally going to help blend and smooth everything out. And I knew I was going to be relying really heavily on Lindy's sprays to get me where I wanted to go. The Starburst sprays, especially, they have a lot of shimmer to them. And what does Mama like the most in the world?
Shimmer.
Shimmer or you?
Me.
It was a tough call, though. She had to think about it for a second. She's right. Her and then shimmer. So I'm drying each layer after I paint it because otherwise I'm going to mix all of my paints together. And I am working lighter colored yellows to more orangey yellows. Lighter in the center and more orangey on the outside rim of my project, making sure I dry in between layers. And you can see where the sprays are on more heavily that it sort of evens out some of that streakiness. The streakiness adds a lot of detail to it, but if I don't want it, I can make it hide a little bit. We are going to transition here. I had made a huge mistake and I used some the Crafter's Workshop Tacky When Dry and some gilding flakes, and I used the wrong color gilding flakes, and I immediately realized it was a mistake, but I figured to be consistent I would do the whole thing and then deal with the situation after that. Probably should have gone with either the copper or the gold gilding flakes instead of this silver gold mixture that I had, but the fix of it, I fell in love with immediately. I used the Lindy's Magical Sprays and then the Lindy's Magical Shakers to alter that color up. And I got some really great orange out of it. And remember, I wanted to go my center a lighter color and my outside a deeper, darker color. And this helped me get there and helped me get a lot of shimmer and shine out of it.
I like how you transitioned the really not that copper flakes into really copper and silver flakes.
Ah, thank you, Love Bug. You're so sweet. So the mermaid in question has a bit of green in her, and I wanted to focus on that green. My green paper that I had wasn't quite right. So here I am altering it with some Catherine Pooler's Over Coffee ink. I dusted all of the green. One edge I dusted heavily with green, and then I just lightly dusted everything else after that. And then I glued some gold paper over it. Both the green and the gold, which is super duper shimmery. It doesn't show up very well in my pictures. They came from cutcardstock.com. I really, really like the inexpensive quality cardstock that I get from cutcardstock.com. And here I am gluing my letters down. I had futzed with placement, trying to figure out where everything was going to go. And gluing them down was a little bit tricky because they were so small. If you're wondering where I got these letters from, they were an SVG file that I created using Adobe Illustrator. And then I cut them out with my brother Scan and Cut, which allowed me to get the font that I wanted in the sentiment that I wanted. It was a really easy, quick trick to do it. I just recently started it and I'm super proud of myself. The crown over there did not initially look like that. It was a more cream colored crown. The first thing that I did was chip away all of the gemstones that I could. And then I used some Rita Barakat's embossing powder to emboss the heck out of that crown. Then I used some Prima Marketing, I can't think of the name, Buggy. Some Prima Marketing wax, that's what it was, to alter it a little bit. I replaced the gems that I could, and where you see the brilliant gold circles, those were pearls on the crown that I couldn't remove. They were stuck on there. So I just coated them with Nuvo drops, hit them with little gilding flakes, and voila, now there are these gold medallions in the crown. So you can alter any embellishment that you find, and you can emboss almost everything. My mermaid's going down. I'm gluing her with some Tonic Nuvo Deluxe Adhesive, which is my favorite glue. The crown I tried to hot glue. It did not want to hot glue. In fact, that glue just chipped right off the metal of the back. So E6000 to the rescue. If you are like me and you are E6000 challenged, the clue that I learned to fixing it all is after you use the glue, wipe off the nozzle and then rub some Vaseline on it. I keep the Vaseline around only for this, and this way the lid won't adhere to the glue and you can use it over and over again. And now I just need to tie everything in. I need to meld that background to the foreground and all of the decorations and alter it, make it a little bit much more spectacular. So first I'm gluing down a bunch of sequins. These are sequins from Tonic Studios and they're pure sheen line. And then I'm going to go through with some of their gemstones and more Nuvo drops and just go crazy, trying to bring that edge more inward, if you will.
Great. I like how it turned out.
What was that, Love Bug? You have to talk into this microphone.
I liked how it turned out.
Thank you very much, Lovey. So this is winding down. I want to thank you very much for checking out my video. These ephemera die cuts are really great imagination jump starts. I highly encourage you to search Rita Barakat on Etsy. You can find her shop where you can buy her embossing powders, her mermaids, and so much more. Here are the other creations that I made with these mermaids. Thank you very much, and I hope you're having a great day.
Bye.